Like, what do I need to hustle and invent something?
So tired of fucking struggling.
There is nothing else to cut.
I know that a lot of people say that money can't buy you happiness.
This is why the average American is struggling.
Millions of Americans are doing everything they can in this economy to stay afloat. But no matter whatever they do, they still feel financially defeated. Why? Because everything is rising. Inflation is here. Your pump will tell you how much it will cost. You go to the grocery store, you will feel it. Everybody is being crushed in every single corner. And if you are one of those who know how to defeat the financial system we are right now, please let us know down below the comment. We want to beat this economy. We want to beat this inflation. And for everybody who haven't been subscribed, please do me a favor, stop the button. We're just getting started. I can't do this without you guys. So make sure everybody's comment, subscribe, like, and let's check out this video. We got.
Like, you literally can't make this shit up. I just walked almost a mile with 3 kids and my last $100 to deposit into the fucking bank, into my account. And the ATM ate my fucking $100 and never spit it back out. And now I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Like, I don't know why I can't just catch a fucking break. As if my life isn't hard enough, man. This stupid shit has to fucking happen. It's fine though, it's fine. Bye.
Something has really got to give. Like, I am so tired of fucking struggling and getting frustrated, crying every time I get paid because I am happy for about 30 seconds. And then immediately 10 minutes later, because I get to pay this bill, that bill, and the other bill, and then have to set aside food money for the fucking week and gas money, daycare money, whatever have you, because it's the beginning of the month. I'm left with almost nothing. Nothing. I'm fucking tired of working to still fucking be struggling and wondering where I can cut back when I've already fucking cut back. There's nothing worse as a parent than being fucking defeated, but being fucking defeated financially and knowing that there's really no other fucking wiggle room to fucking recover from is a different kind of fucking defeated.
There is nothing else to cut. There's nothing left for me to cut. I have cut so much out of my life just to make it. When I say everything is high, gas prices high, I'm filling up my tank every 3 to 4 business days. 3 to 4 business days. Everything is high. Food high. Light bills high. Gas bill high. Gas prices high. Rent is high. The sky is high. I am tired. I make the most money I've ever made in my life. It may not be much to a lot of people, but to me, it's a lot. I could potentially make up, not to put my financial business out there, potentially take home $2,400, depending on how I work. My thing is, I never see the money. I never see it. Where is it? Where did it go? It disappeared. It's in my account and poof, out. Gone. 2 seconds. Out of there. Gone. Like, just gone. I'm not understanding what is going on with this economy. I don't know what's happening, but I am tired of making the cuts. I bring my own lunch to work. I skip meals. I'm going to be a 2T by summer. I'm going to be a 2T by summer. I promise you.
I know that a lot of people say that money can't buy you happiness, but I just moved to London and you literally can't go anywhere without spending money. And it's so hard to try and follow your dreams and live independently when you don't have money. You just feel really helpless. I'm so sick of people saying, well, money doesn't buy you happiness, because it does buy you freedom though. And I just don't think it's talked about. Oh, I hope this helps someone. You're not alone. So
I am fucking sick of feeling like I am underwater all the time and that there's no way out of it. How do I work more? What do I need to hustle and invent something? I don't know what the fuck to do to get from under this shit. The only thing I can do right now is do my best to unfuck this shit. These people who own everything and want to own more, and to think that they're going to stop at Texas Utilities or New Mexico or Minnesota or the UP, you're fooling yourself. They're going to fucking come after everything that they can skim off the top and make money on. And they do not give a shit about how it will affect you and me. They just don't care.
I am $29,000 in debt. I'm 29 years old. I have 3 kids. I'm married, currently renting in California. And I'm calling this my Getting My Shit Together series because 2 months ago, I woke up and just realized that pretty much everything in my life needed to change. Got to work on the debt. Got to organize and clean the house. Got to be more presentable. And it has been so empowering to do those things. I have just learned so much in the last 2 months, and I want to share these things and bring you guys along with me as I go through my home and I clean and organize and get my life together.
This is why the average American is struggling, complaining about wages and the cost of living. Here's the math. There's about 80 million Americans making $50,000 or less. And these are essential jobs that we need to operate this entire country. And they are being underpaid. $50,000 after taxes, 401k, and health insurance is $2,900 a month take-home pay in 2026. Let's say they find an apartment with utilities for $1,500 a month. Let's say that they do a perfect budget of $100 a week for groceries. They don't eat out. They don't do DoorDash. They are perfect when it comes to their food. $400. Let's say they get a used car well below the average for $300 to get them back and forth on their 45-minute commute. Then they have $150 for car insurance, $150 for gas, $150 for cell phone and internet, and $100 for personal care. Leaves them with $150. And they have no student loans and no credit cards. How is somebody in America in 2026 who is financially perfect, zero debt, investing in their 401k, budgeting to the dime, has $150 left over? How do they go on dates? How did they travel? God forbid, what if someone passes away in their family and they have to go travel out of state to the funeral, or a friend is getting married? They would have to put that on a credit card. We have built an economy that if you're perfect, you still have to have a second job in order to make progress. And it's so exhausting to hear people just throw out these things. Would you ever think about cutting your expenses? What are you going to cut? This person is perfect. The wages have to go up, or we need to cut taxes on the first $100,000 and allow people to keep their money. Our generation got fucked. Hence the reason I wrote the book, Generation Fucked, How Millennials and Gen Zs Were Robbed of the American Dream and How We Can Fix Our Futures. The pre-orders are now available. Comes out July 14th. You can grab a copy of my profile. I go over so many things that happened over the past 50 years that led to this wealth inequality, from stock buybacks to private equity to the national debt to the cost of living crisis, wages, and solutions for policies and independent things that we can all do to reclaim the American dream and make it work for us.
95% of the people in the United States of America, the wealthiest country on the planet, are suffering. No money, no freedom, no choices, can't leave their job, tied down. Most of those 95%, some of them are earning big wages, 250 grand, 80 grand, 90 grand. Maybe you're in this, whatever number you're earning. If you look at the money left over at the end of the year, end of the month, or end of the week, there's not a lot of money left over. 76% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 55% of Americans have no money in a savings account. 90% of all the wealth in this country is owned by about less than 10% of all the people in this country. You and I have been doing something wrong. We are using information that is outdated and no longer efficient for the kind of economy we're in today.
We're not just broke, we're literally drowning. On paper, we're fine. The bills are paid, we're not missing meals, we're not behind. But mentally, emotionally, it feels like we're constantly treading water. Every month is the same cycle. Payments, balances, interest, and seems like we're never moving forward. The hard part isn't the numbers. It's the weight of carrying it quietly. The stress, the guilt, the we should be farther along thoughts. That's why we decided to stop pretending like it was heavy and start doing something about it. This journey isn't just about paying off debt, but it's about getting our peace back and finally feeling like we can breathe again. If you're in this season too, follow along while we figure everything out one step at a time.
So I might delete this later, I don't know. But I'm on my way to go pick up my kids. And I just like needed to vent for a second before I go and put on a face and like try not to show him Mom's tired, or that I'm stressed, or that this is fucking hard. And I know I have no one to blame but myself, and I can't wait until like we're through this rough patch and I get to set them up in a life where they don't have to maybe feel this like part of the journey in life or whatever. But I'm so tired. I work nights. I've been picking up extra to make up grounds on the mistakes that we've made. And like, I know this is just a season, but I'm fucking tired. And I know the only way through this, the only way out is through. But it doesn't mean it's not hard. And that doesn't mean it doesn't suck. And now I'm crying ugly on the internet. So there's that. But yeah, if you can relate, if it sucks, if you're having a hard time, if you're trying so hard to change the trajectory of your family's financial future, and you feel like crashing out today, just know you're not alone. So, yeah.
Anyone else feeling more depressed than normal lately? I'm just curious. Like, just this, like, looming depression. And it's not like boohoo, lock yourself in a dark room depression, but you can feel something's off. My take is this. I just filled up my gas tank, and for $30, I got a day's worth of gas in my truck, essentially. And I'm realizing more and more of how fucked our economy is. I went through this last recession deal that we did in the early 2000s, and it fucking sucks. And this is all the signs of what it was. I mean, how many people out there right now have no credit card debt because you don't need to live on your credit cards? I make more money today than I did 5 years ago, by far. Yet I am broker like tremendously broker than I was 5 years ago. If I would have made this money 5 years ago, holy shit, like life would be amazing. But it's like it's not enough. And now all of a sudden you kind of like feel like a failure, and you start to get in your head of like, why am I constantly stressed? I mean, are you driving around with your check, your fuel light on, or are you giving up your health insurance because you're trying to cut corners somewhere just to get some more money and cash flow somewhere? I don't know, man. I will say this. I think it's going to get a lot worse, way worse than this before it ever gets better. I think you're going to see a lot of people struggle with addiction. I think you're going to see a lot of people struggle with mental health. Like, it's going to get fucking crazy. Kind of like it did back then. And I don't mean to be like some like sound the alarms or whatever bullshit, but I'm just like, I'm watching more and more people just using credit cards on shit and just not having money all of a sudden, and never slowed down the spending. And now all of a sudden it's like we didn't even slow down the spending and you're just broke. I don't know. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that this is just a little phase. I guess we'll find out. I just want to let you know, if you're struggling right now, you ain't alone.
I think now is a really, really good time to remind everybody that being broke is not a personal failing. It is a systemic one. And it is not a reason to eliminate yourself from connection and from access to your community. For many, many years, I appeared to be a really terrible friend because I was super flaky, because I was broke. And I was too ashamed and in too much financial depression to admit to my people that the reason why I couldn't go get coffee is because I had negative $25 in my bank account at any given day, and that was a good day. And I want to remind people that now is a really, really great time to offer accessible and free opportunities to see your friends. I am not the person that you need to go have dinner with. If I suggest dinner, babe, tell me let's go on a walk instead, and you don't have to say anything else. You don't have to say anything else. But we need to be incredibly aware of the fact that people ain't got it, and that's not a reason to not have community. Now is not the time to be ashamed of being broke. Now is not the time to shame the people we love for being broke. at the end of the day, we still need each other. And I will be damned if somebody that I love feels like they can't tell me that they ain't got it right now. Babe, none of us got it right now. And whether we're pretending we do or we don't, none of us got it right now. So we don't have to go to dinner. We don't have to get wine. We don't have to go shopping. Let's go on a walk. Come over to my house. We'll share a broke charcuterie of American cheese and Ritz crackers. That is good with me. Because I'd be having that anyway. But yeah, I'm really, really focusing in on the fact that we need each other now more than ever. And one of the greatest weapons and tools of capitalism is that it forces those who need relationships the most out of them because they don't have money to keep up, especially today. There is nothing to keep up with. When community truly exists, there is no price to pay. There is no price for entry. You do not need to go to a nice 4-course meal in order to have friendship with me. And we all need to be saying that to the people that we love. It is not the time to be too ashamed to say you ain't got it. And more importantly, on the other side of that, we need to be incredibly aware of the financial landscape of the world, the systemic landscape of the world, and the fact that people need to know that we are a safe place even when they don't got it, and that they are deserving of friendship with us. I would rather see my people completely for free, because you ain't got to trick me into a good time. Because if I ain't got to spend money with you, I'm happy. I would rather see my people for free than not see you at all. I would rather see you broke than not see you at all. That's what we need to be telling our people. All right? Love you.